Hey, Summers. I hope you're doing well. I miss you, my friend. But hopefully I get to see you soon. And I love our communication via email. Keep up the good work with all the efforts you're putting forth for Spanish class, but also the communication. Never feel like you're communicating too much, or don't hesitate to ask me any questions. Just continue doing what you're doing. You're doing great. Let's jump right into the present subjunctive. Definitely a funky, different kind of grammar structure. I'm going to do my best to be concise, clear and concise for you with just running through how you create the present subjunctive in your written and verbal communication. All right, so let's jump in and get started. Uh, if you look at Spanish dictionary in the conjugation tab, you'll see the indicative is a mood, and so is the subjunctive mood. They're two moods, and the indicative is just a fancy way of saying everything you've learned since Spanish 1. So it's the present tense, the preterite, the imperfect, conditional and future. We're not going to really touch over. We might be able to touch over the next unit. I haven't decided yet, but nevertheless, it's a couple other tenses that fall into this mood called the indicative mood. So the indicative mood basically means it's a matter of fact. It's what has happened or will happen or is happening currently, and it's not debatable. It's just what's going on. And that's the indicative mood. The subjunctive, if you scroll down here and take a look here, we have the present subjunctive, which is what we're focusing on. And in Spanish 4, we'll start talking about the imperfect subjunctive, the past subjunctive. But just for our purposes, we're going to focus only on the present subjunctive. And so the subjunctive is a mood as well. And essentially what it communicates is something that is uncertain or potential or the possibility of something. And the way you communicate it is you wish or will or want or hope for someone else to do XYZ, or they wish or hope or want or will something for you to do. And the outcome is uncertain, right? And more on that in a moment. But that is a quick run through on the subjunctive versus the indicative mood. Now, how do you create a sentence? So here are the three steps. I'm going to jump over here. The three steps are you have a weirdo word, the word que, and you need a subject change. These are the three rules that will help you guide you for the most part. To oversimplify it, the three rules that will guide you in creating a subjunctive, present subjunctive sentence. You need a weirdo word, the word que, and the subject change. And just like you mentioned in your email perfectly, the que brings the two pieces of the sentence together. And that's what we're going to talk about more in detail right now. So the weirdo words. The weirdo words, which ones I want you to focus on are, and I can email this to you as well, because there's a lot here. For the wish or the will category, we have desear, insistir en, and I would say querer and sugerir. So we have to wish, to insist, to want, and to suggest. These are all similar kinds of weirdo words, okay? Some other ones, if we jump down here for requests, we have recomendar, to recommend, right? And then we have down here, ojalá. Ojalá means Allah grant thee, or may Allah permit, or God willing. So the origin of ojalá, it's actually an Arabic word, and it's been adopted by the Spanish language essentially, and it's no longer a religious like a word. It's more of a I hope kind of definition. So you could say, ojalá que tú vayas a la fiesta. Hopefully you go to the party, right? Ojalá is always subjunctive. So if you see it, just think it's always subjunctive. All right, so one thing to take away from the weirdo words are that they are always conjugated in the present tense. So the beginning of a sentence would be, if I wanted to use querer, let's use querer because that's an easy one. We know that it means to want. And if I were to say I want, yo quiero, present tense, that, I use the word que, Summers, that's the subject change, right? So I'm talking about what I want. I want that Summers have a good day. tenga un buen día. So the verb tener is conjugated in the present subjunctive mood. Now, do I know you're going to have a great day or a good day for sure? I don't know. There's the uncertainty. There's the possibility, the unknown, right? But that's what I want for you. Yo quiero que tú, Summers, tengas un buen día. So again, we have the weirdo word, the word que, that combines the two parts of the sentence, and then the subject change. You always need the subject change. Let's do another example. Let's see. So let's stick with the wish or will. Sugerir, which is an IE verb. It's a stem changer. Yo sugiero que tú hagas tu tarea. I suggest that you do your homework. Yo sugiero, present tense again, que, the word que, tú, subject change. Hagas tu tarea. Hagas is hacer, and that's the present subjunctive conjugation. Okay, let's jump over. We're looking at the clock here. We got 6 minutes already, so I want to try to make this brief. And let's jump over to the conjugations part. So it's very similar to the commands. Very similar to the commands. You have the steps. Conjugate to the yo form. Drop the o. Add the opposite verb ending. And you can see here, these are for AR verbs. These are for ER, IR verbs. The cool thing, the good thing is that the irregular verbs, as you can see right here, are also identical to the commands that we learned in our last unit. So there's not a lot to know, to learn, new things to learn in terms of conjugations. Just know that the second part of the sentence, the non-weirdo word part of the sentence. So if I want to use desear, which means to wish, right? And if I say yo deseo que tú comas saludable, that you eat healthy, right? Or que bebas agua. We're doing the estar enfermo unit, right? So how do you not be sick or not feel well if you have a cold or you have the flu? You eat healthy, you drink water, you get sleep, right? So yo deseo que tú duermas mucho. I wish for you to sleep a lot of hours, right? In order for you to get rest and not have that cold. So again, these conjugations conjugate to the yo form, drop the o, opposite verb ending. What else can I show you? Yeah, let's keep going with this video. Hopefully it's not too long, but I think it's going to be helpful. Here's some examples. I started the sentences here for you. Yo deseo que tú hagas la tarea. Ella insiste en que yo ponga la mesa. Now, notice this. Ella insiste. It's still present tense, but now we're talking about how she insists that I set the table. Poner in this context means to set the table. So it doesn't always have to be yo form. It can be any kind of pronouns. So that's why it sounds a little bit confusing, but hopefully you're starting to realize that it's what I wish for you, or you wish for me, or you wish for your friends, or for your friends wish for us, or your friends wish for them. It's what some people wish for another, and that's what the subjunctive mood is. You can't wish it upon yourself, you wish it for another, or another wishes it for you, etc. Here are some other examples. Nosotros necesitamos que él pague el almuerzo. So you got the nosotros necesitamos. This is the weirdo word, necesitar, and it's on the list. Present tense, nosotros necesitamos que, you got the word que, and then él is the subject change. We need that he pay for the lunch. Él pague el almuerzo. Do we know if he's going to? We don't know. But that at least is the hope, the wish, the need, the want, the request, the subjunctive mood. What else can I share with you? That's really about it. Hopefully this was helpful. Shoot me any kind of questions via email that you may have. And I miss you, my friend. Be well, and I'll talk to you soon. Adios. Peace.